It was never supposed to be like this. The moments of joy and love overshadowed by the times you buried me under your suffocating contradictions. One moment I was your favorite, the next I was your punching bag. You told me to be strong, but all you showed me is how weak I will always be. I wish I could say I'll look back on the time we've shared and smile, but I will only feel a bitter sadness. I want to believe you when you tell me that you love me, but I don't. But that's okay because I'm learning to move on. Fist on Flesh is the soundtrack to my adolescence. Instead of falling asleep to lullabies, I fell asleep to loud, angry voices and objects hitting walls. Brokenness is a film on a continuous loop marked childhood memories. You have pitted me against myself. I realize now that correctness is not contingent on age. You are not exempt from the consequences to your actions. You've nearly killed me 100 times, and I promise this is the last. The dog and I are one and the same now, trained to flinch when a roaming hand is in close proximity. You taught me that. You also taught me how to hate myself with every last word about my appearance and every brutal critique of my AP honors classes and my score on my ACT. I can't romanticize my acne or my weight. I can't dry all the soaked pillows that have put me to sleep. I couldn't mute your voice as I woke up to you screaming at me for fucking up your life. There isn't a makeup you can force me to wear to cover up emotional scars. I can apologize and be grateful for the ones who were truly there and cared, but it won't bring them back. You terminated my relationships. You had no right. It has taken me 4 years to come to this conclusion that you are the reason why I have thought about killing myself more than I have thought about graduating. But I am done. Your tube has run out of its toothpaste, and I will no longer walk on eggshells. Toxicity is not preferential. Abuse does not have a gender. You have made me sick long enough. I will not apologize for how I feel. I will not turn the other cheek. I am not selfish for putting myself first, and I do not owe you anything. You don't get to throw around your words like knives and your fists like guns just because you are older than me. My oblivion does not have to come from half a bottle of Bacardi on a Friday night anymore. The fault lines, craters, and irregularities of my skin do not define who I am. Self-destruction does not mean relief. My body is my home, and there will be no more vandalism. I stand in front of you now, and of all people, you're the one crying. You're crying in the same way you did for your car as you shook me by my neck while I was covered in blood from the shattered windshield. I am tired of your twisted perception of life. I am bloated with your lies, but I will no longer choke them down. I have tried countless times to love you unconditionally, but I realize now that it should have been you comforting me instead of paralyzing me. You are malignant, and it ends now. With you, it has been all swings and roundabouts. I gave you chances, and you still wouldn't hear me out. I hope it kills you that I am happy now. I hope you hate the taste of your own medicine. All those skeletons that I buried deep in my head and all the thoughts I had of you made me wish I was dead. Drive home and think about the things that I have said. I know I won't miss the sound of your voice in my head at night. You will never learn, you just expect. You were my hesitant smile. You were my crippling doubt. You were everything I hid about myself, every lesson I've learned, with every leaf that I've turned, and the very reason why I won't let this happen again.